says I omitted the I, which I didn't put a value for it before. Then I tried putting a value for it now, but it seems it says already exists. So right now I'm just going to try it again, change some things. Okay. Okay, I'll just try it again now. See what it says. And it entered. And also because of the constraint we used, null. Okay, so right now we have our data in here. So let's view it. Okay, and our data is right here. So some things you have to take note of. Number one, we use a single. So you need to take note of. One, we use a single quotation, not a double quotation mark. Then for the dates, we have dates already. Then the numbers. And if we're going to write insert data this way, we'll have to fill in all the columns. We can't leave one behind. But if we're using this other way up here, we can specify the columns that we want to fill data. Then we have a semicolon to signify that we're closing it, we're ending it, the query to run. So after we have our semicolon, then our closing bracket.
So we're here on Google and we're looking for Mokaru. So we want to know what Mokaru is. Mokaru is a brilliant online tool that lets you solve the data generation problem in a few clicks. It provides a GUI to build some data that suits your needs and lets you generate up to 1,000 rows of realistic text data in CSV, JSON, and SQL and Excel format. So let's go up here. So this is it. So you can change the name by deleting it, then not putting the name. Then you can choose your data. I mean, kind of data you want. You want the dates. So you just need to type it into the search box up here. Then put the date. So here we have a date time. So you can choose any type of data you want. If you have a field that you don't need, you just delete it by coming to the star right here. Then you can also move the field around. You can see. If you want to add more field, you just come to add another field, and boom, that's another one. And this side is the percentage of empty cells or null values you want in your data. So number of rows 1000, formats your CSV, SQL, JSON, custom, Firebase, and others. Then the name of the data. If you choose SQL, then table name. So you can change this name to what you want. Then you can also click here if you want the copy of the create table. This will appear in your downloaded data. So just come down here and click download. Once you're done clicking download, you download and it will download. Okay, let's get back to our SQL.
Okay, right now we come over to Visual Studio. We want to use Visual Studio to view our data that we downloaded from Makaru. So we come to File, then want to open a file, then we navigate to Download. Okay, then this is it. If you look at the type here, it says SQL source file. So click on it. Yep. Then we have all our data right here. Okay, right now I'm going to edit the data that we downloaded from Akuru. I want to add ID, which I've already added to it, and the primary key. So now we're going to insert it into our table. And this is the SQL code right here. So we're going to insert this data into our table persons. So we need the location where the data is in download. So we come up here to copy this. Copy. Then we go to the SQL Shell to paste it. Okay, right now I'm in my SQL Shell. So I've opened it already. This is the table. Some of the content we have already inserted into the table right here. So I've already put the direction where the data that we downloaded from my query is. So you notice it's in user mic download. Then I put this backslash the name of the data. So I'm gonna press enter. Enter. Oh yeah. Okay, now for this to run, we're going to use \I, then the direction where the file is. Then we need to put a little space here. Okay, and come back here. So now I'm gonna put the name of the data. Okay, this, then person. Okay, then enter. Permission denied. Really? Okay, so right now, if you look right here, I have this backslash I, then the location where the data is, then backslash, then the name of the data. So I'm going to do it. Enter. Okay, now I'm going to put in the direction where the data is. But first I need to put backslash, come back, backslash I, then the direction, but I need to change from backslash to forward slash, forward slash, forward slash, forward slash, then a forward slash, then the name of the data dot sql. Okay, let's confirm that. Yeah, SQL. So now let's run it. Our table person. Okay, we have a little error here. Perhaps we need a different date style. Okay, our date style is different. The format of the date. So I'm gonna have to change that. Well, that can easily be done. So we can come here. Okay. Format. Okay, this is it. Then re-download it. Download. So we download it now. Okay, let's go back to our PSQL shell. Okay, I had a little issue with the date format, but I've changed it now, so I'm about to run it again. Oh, come on. Value too long for type character. Too long. 7. Right, let me try again. Comma. Okay, so what could be the problem now? Values too long for type character. Oh, 7. Yeah. Okay, I think I have an idea what the issue is. So I can see that some of the length on the data doesn't match because I have 2020 and on the data I downloaded 50 there amount of character that can be inserted into each column or into each cell. Number of character can be inserted into each cell. So I'm going to change it and I'm going to try it again. Okay, so we're about to insert all the data into the table again. Trying it all over again. Enter. Mm, value too long. Oh, the agenda longer. Okay, now I'm about to insert the data into the database. I'm not going to use that table anymore. There are some differences with what table I created with what is inside that data that I downloaded. It has on the gender, some of the uh, gender types are very long, and it's not just male and female. There's polygender and all sort of type of genders there. So it's longer than 7 original length that I put. So I'm just going to leave that table and create a different one.
So I don't feel like a lesson. Got like so.
Or maybe I'll just alter the table and increase the... Okay, so now I'm going to go into my table that I created and increase the gender, the values that can enter into each cells of the gender. So I had to alter the table, change the gender, the amount of text I can take, the cells can take to 50. So I wrote alter table person alter colon, then the colon name, gender, then set data type voucher 50. So it's typed it in, run it, and altered table. So it's done. So I need to make some changes on the data itself. So let's do this. So on the data, I also changed it back to 50 so that everything will match. So let's do this again. Let's see, user might download and search. Okay, send the error. S then run. So now it's working finally. All our data is being inserted into the table. So now let's view our table. select star from from person. Okay, so now we have put click here, colon, then run. So this is it. Our data is in the table. So that's how you load data from. That's how you load data from Macaru into your table that you created. So some little issues we had. One, the amount, the length of our data that you enter into a particular colon, which was gender, was smaller than the amount that we have in the was smaller than the amount we done. So part of the issues we had trying to load this data into the table that we created was one, the gender, the amount of text that each cells could take was smaller than the amount in the data. The data had almost could take 50 when I put 7 in it. I didn't make plans for such gender as big gender or agenda or agenda. Some of some of the other things that is in the data as gender. So I had to alter the table by the table I created. I needed to alter it, increase the length each cells can take. Then I now loaded the data again and it worked. Okay then, okay, let's move on.